Hello guys, welcome to a new market outlook on my channel. Today I will again discuss major currency pairs which are interesting for me and fundamentally and technically. And yeah, let's get started. First, start with the Euro USD. Here you can see that we have nearly the same structure I talked about in the last videos. Here we have the fractal breakdown, and here we have the fractal high, and here this supply zone in control. So when we go into the 4-hour time frame, we can see that we now tapped this supply zone and took this liquidity I talked about. But now you can see we are very consolidative because the US had not so good news and yeah, a bit uncertainty in the market. And now it's a little bit rangy. The market don't really know where he wants to go. So I personally would not trade EURUSD now down lower. What I would do is trade and make long trades because the euro is stronger than the US dollar, because more cuts are now getting priced in because of the data yesterday. So now I will look again at the daily time frame, and here you can see that this supply is still in control. So I will wait until this high gets taken out, and then I will look for a long trade. Yeah, that's my plan now for EURUSD. Next, USD JPY. This pair is fundamentally very bearish, and also you can see that we had a fractal break up and here a fractal break down. So we are fractal wise bearish, and this supply is in control. So I will look for short trades, but as you can see, the price moved very impulsively to the downside. So here we had a supply which didn't get tagged here again, and here we have now a little bit of a range. So yeah, not the easy pair to trade right now, especially when you look at this price action over here. It's a very ugly price action, and I will probably stay out until we maybe get a little pullback into the supply zone, and then I wait for 4-hour change of character. But until now, I will sit on my hands. Next, the NZD USD. And you can see on the daily that we now, after this impulsive move down, we now make a pullback into the 50% of the range. And when you look at the 4-hour time frame, you can see that I took a trade here because we had a structure break. Here we had a breakdown, and here a break up, here a second break, and after taking this liquidity, I took a long trade at least into this supply zone. And now we see again that here we had a break up, and here is demand in control, and here now is this demand in control. So I look for further upside, maybe take out this liquidity, tap into the 50% of the range. But for now, I will not take a trade because NZD is not my favorite pair to long. So yeah, and to short, also difficult because of the weakening of the US dollar. So I will just wait for now and yeah, watch the fundamentals. Next one is the GBP USD. And again, nearly the same as the Euro USD. We saw here the liquidity grab and then the move up. And yeah, here I waited for this liquidity to get taken and then for a 4-hour fractal break, but you can see that here was the low and this demand is still in control. So we didn't get a fractal break to the downside, and now it's also a bit rangy. And yeah, not the best pair not to short and not the best to long because of the fundamentals. So I will probably not take a trade on that and look for better opportunities on other pairs. Next one is the GBP Swiss franc. Here I took this trade, because of this market structure down. After that, we grabbed all of this liquidity and this liquidity here and this liquidity here, tapped into this supply zone, and then when we go into the 15-minute time frame, you can see that we had here a fractal break up and here the fractal break down. So I set my sell limit on this overall supply zone, and as you can see, I got hit perfectly here, and yeah, got a take profit on that trade. Here you can see just hit a few minutes ago, and yeah, very beautiful trade. Now we see a little retracement, but I expect further downside, take out this low, maybe this low, because also of the fundamentals. So yeah, just a little pullback, and then I expect further downside movement, maybe into this area with the monthly and 3-monthly quarterly open. So yeah, but don't look for more trades now. Maybe for some when we go into the 1 hour, maybe for some scale ins, because now this supply is in control. So we can see now the pullback up into this supply zone and then the further move down. But yeah, let's see for now. The next one is the Euro GBP. Here you can see when I go into the daily time frame, you can see that we had this structure break up and then now they move down. Also on the bigger time frame, we had this daily swing down and now the break up. So we're now daily bullish. When we go into the 4-hour time frame, you can see that we are here also bullish with this structure up, and now we had the pullback. We took this liquidity over here, tapped into this demand zone and moved up now. Just had a, I think, 30-minute fractal break. Yes, we here had a 30-minute fractal break with this breakdown, and here the break up. Took this liquidity and moved up. And now we got a little pullback. I personally just took this trade with a small position because we had no 1 hour fractal break. Because the 1 hour fractal is over here, we have also the 1 hour fractal, and here we have the fractal high. So it's not very nice for me to set up because only the 30-minute fractal break is a little, I don't like it too much. So just took a small position. And now let's see if it moves up higher or reverses from here, and maybe take out this low again and tap into this demand zone. But yeah, let's see. And the next one is the USD Swiss. What can I say about the USD Swiss? You can see we are still in this demand zone over here because we had the fractal break up, so this demand is in control. And yeah, since then we just ranging a bit because also of the bad news of the US dollar. So I'm not very interested in longing this pair, but we are still in this overall demand zone. So shorting is also not that good. Just want to short if we break this fractal low. So yeah, just waiting for now. Now we are fractal wise on a 4-hourly bullish with this break up and this demand in control. So yeah, just look what develop and not taking any trade. The last pair is the NZD Swiss franc. Nearly the same setup as the GBP Swiss franc. We had a strong move down after the fractal break, after the swing break. Here we have liquidity. Here we have an open supply zone. So looking nearly for the same, for a retracement up, taking all of this liquidity with this high, tapping into the supply zone, and then for short trade. But the fundamentals are not very good for the pullback because the Swiss franc is stronger than the NZD dollar. But here you can see we just follow the order flow with this demand, now with this demand, now we have this demand. So we just follow the order flow up higher. So I expect a move higher, that we can take out this high at least, and then for a short trade. But it's also not my favorite pair because of the fundamentals. They are also not perfect. So yeah, just wait and see what happens here. So this would be the analysis for today. Hope you liked it, learned something from it. Write in the comments what your opinion on the pairs are, and see you in the next video.